Hi everyone, this is Movie Boy Meister here, and I'm going to do my horror DVD and Blu-ray collection to you all. So, I'm going to show the horror ones that I have in alphabetical order. Right there. So we're going to start off here with the numbers. 30 Days a Night. Not a bad vampire film. And then 30 Days a Night, the sequel. 1408. Up on top is Better Off Zed. It's like a zombie film that's kind of like a horror comedy. It includes two movies, Wacko and Sideshow, and a bootleg version of 1408. 28 weeks later, if you want to know where the first one is, it's in my box sets. My horror box set's in like a 2-pack box set. That's why I put it in the box sets for. American Haunting. So I'm gonna get around to watching that one. And then The Apocalypse. It's just so corny. Just goofy. I might watch this one. It's like a Christmas horror comedy. Let's see, where was I at? Angel, though, pretty cool movie about a serial killer. It's actually pretty cool. And another movie called Angel. Well, it's not another movie. Angel. Need to get around to watching that one. What is this? Yeah. Annalise Exorcist Tapes. Still need to get around to watching that one. That's for sure. Anaconda's The Hunt for Blood Arched. It's the sequel. I don't have the first one. Don't have the first Anaconda movie. Nor the other ones. Are You Scared? It's like a Saw ripoff, but it's actually not that bad for what it was. I still don't have the second one. Are You Scared too? The Apparition, pretty cool. Might give that movie a revisit. And here's The Apparition, the sort of remake, as you like to call it. Asylum, pretty cool ghost film. Actually, it's actually pretty good for what it was. I actually like this movie, so why not? If you have not seen this movie, watch it. It's actually pretty cool. I made a storybook by it too. of this movie. Since I'm a horror fan, you gotta make books. But anyways, there's the Amityville Horror original one. It's the original release of that. I think that's from, when is this DVD came out? 2000? Yeah, 2000. It's like came out 27 years ago now. Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes. It's a made-for-TV movie. If you're wondering where Amityville 2 and Amityville 3 is, they're in my multi-pack session with the Amityville 3-pack that's supposed to have the Amityville Horror Remake, but they put the Amityville 3D in there for some reason. But if you want to know where the other ones are, I have them in the multi-packs. So, yep, speaking of the remake, here it is. Amityville Horror Remake. It's actually not that bad for what it was. And Amityville The Awakening. I'll move these out of the way. See your American Poltergeist. Need to go on watching that one. My Bloody Valentine with April Fool's Day on there. The reason I got it just for April Fool's Day. I have my Bloody Valentine in a different spot. You'll get to see later on. Boogeyman. It's the remake one. If you want to know, now I do have Boogeyman 2 and 3, but they're in the multi-packs. So yeah, they're in my multi-pack session. Black Sheep. Need to get around to watching that one. It's like a horror comedy in New Zealand. Up on Top is a couple of movies here. Cry Wolf. Need to get around to watching that one. And Clown Town. It's another killer clown flick. Need to get around to watching. Broken. This is a pretty cool movie, actually. This is the theatrical version. This is kind of like it's kind of like Saw a little bit, but it's actually pretty cool. But pretty much, so yeah, that's what the movie is, really. It's kind of like Saw, but in the woods, kind of. But this one's actually really good. Bug. Beetlejuice. Classic. I heard they're making a sequel to that one. The Butterfly Effect 1 and 2 double feature pack. I don't have the third one. Betty Mauve. Sci-fi channel flick. Never seen it. Blood and Chocolate. Gotta love it. We're in the bees now. Blair Witch, the so-called remake. I don't have the other ones. Don't have the other ones, though. Bloody Homecoming. I need to give this movie a revisit. It's like a slasher film. Black Christmas remake. I don't have the original yet. Brightburn. This is kind of like, think of it as a Superman, but Superman becomes evil. But yeah, this is not a bad film. I might give this one a watch. I have not seen it, but thinking of it as a Superman goes evil, pretty much. It's pretty cool. Cool flick. I might give it a watch. Bordello of Blood with the Demon Knight double pack. Royal. Yeah, this is a pretty cool horror comedy. I believe this is a horror comedy, I believe. But yeah, this is a pretty cool film, actually. That's Royal. Switch arms. Bad Milo. Yeah, just goofy. Goofy goodness. Gotta love it. I have not seen it, though. Children of the Corn 2. This is the original DVD release from 2001. And Children of the Corn Runaway. If you're wondering where the other ones are, I have them in the multi-packs. I don't have the original Children of the Corn movie. The Covenant, this is the one that is from 2006, I believe. Yeah, 2006. Yeah. I need to get around to watching that one. The Clinic. This is the unrated version. I still need to get around to watching this one. Up on Top is 3 movies here. Do that last. Come Play. This is like considered as Lights Out Part 2, kind of. I still need to get around to watching that one. And the Dark Light. Like, this is a creature feature. Need to get around to watching. And Candy Strippers, which this is in a package. It's in a package. There it is right there. Which is actually a pretty fun little creature feature. Anyways. Conjuring 2. Don't have the first one or the others yet. Carrie. Classic. And then there's the Carrie 2 pack, which I got just for the remake. Just why not? Cult of Chucky. And then the Child's Play remake. If you're wondering where the other ones are, I have them in the box set. In that 7-movie collection. So, yep, they're in my box sets. Creep Show. Classic. I don't know where Creep Show 2 and 3 is. I have them somewhere. Whatever. Close Your Eyes. I believe this is a made-for-TV movie or sci-fi channel flick. It's either one. I have no idea, but I have not watched this movie, but I believe it's a sci-fi channel flick. Who knows? Probably not, but you never know until you watch it. Cloverfield. pretty cool creature feature. I actually like the cover to this quite a bit. Cherry Tree Lane. We get around to watching that one. Cabin Fever. Yeah, pretty cool. Good movie though. Don't have its sequels. And Cabin in the Woods. It's another cool film. And we go down here. Is Curse of the Mayans, another creature feature. Might leave that out to save room. Here's a Final Destination 3 bonus disc. Pretty interesting. The Craft, pretty cool. Don't have the sequel to it. Dragon Wars D-War. Yeah, I put this in here because it's a creature feature. That's why I put that in there. Good film though. It's my favorite movie. Up on top is Door to the Other Side. Another movie I need to get around to watching. The Descendant, unrated cut. Don't have the second one. Don't Let Them In. This is kind of like your next meets the Purge a little bit. Which I do have the Purge movies. They're in the multi-packs. So why not? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I still need to rewatch this one. I have not seen this in a long time. Dollface. It was okay. Not the greatest type of killer doll film, but yeah, it was okay. I mean, there was not no really killer dolls in the movie. It's just like a guy in a doll suit or something. Not the greatest, but it was alright. The Devil's Restaurant. This includes 2 movies. Toe Tags and How to Be a Serial Killer. Descendant and Roman. Descendant, I need to get around to watching. And Roman, which is actually a pretty cool movie, actually. It's actually not that bad, though, for what it was. But, pretty cool, actually. For a low-budget film like that. Kind of weird in either ways, though, for that movie. But what it was, I liked it. Alright, Decoys. Made for Sci-Fi Channel flick. And then, of course, Decoys Part 2. They get into the White House. That's for sure. Deftones. This is a pretty cool, movie. Pretty much like these kids, these girls, they get into the sanitarium or something, and they get killed off. So I thought that was pretty cool. Death Rides a Horse. This is my old DVD release. I know this did get a Blu-ray release from what was it, Kino Lorber or something. But might get around to watching that. Dead Silence. It's a pretty cool flick. I have not seen it. I might watch it. Deadheading. This is another pretty cool horror film. Pretty much like this girl becomes a serial killer, and then, yeah. The cover looks pretty cool. Dead Ant. Creature Feature, Giant Killer Ant. Not Creature Feature. Giant Killer Ant film in a music band. Dark Ride. Cool. It's like a slasher amusement park. Kind of very familiar to the Funhouse. It's kind of like a remake to it, but it's really not. Speaking of that, Dark Water. This is the theatrical full screen edition. It's the remake. Up on top is a Hollow Man and Flatliners double pack. I do have Hollow Man 1 and 2. You get to see those later on. The Dead and Damned. It's a Western zombie film. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is the one from the 1980s, 1986. Might get around to watching this one. Who knows? The Dawn of the Dead remake. Dangerous Game. Drive Angry. Why did I put this in here in this horror section? Because pretty much like this dad's trying like his son. Trying to save his son though, so he has to go through like this like cult thing. like the devil or something and try to save his son or something. I don't know. I might watch that movie just to understand it. Exorcist 3, and then the Exorcist prequel. I don't have the other ones yet. I have not seen the new one. The Exorcism Family Rose. Yeah, pretty cool. Evil Dead, original, and then the remake. Good ones. Yeah. Don't have the other ones. Evolution, good one. Final Destination 2, 3, it's a bootleg DVD. The Final Destination and Final Destination 5. If you're wondering where the first one is, it's in the multi-packs. The Fog remake, widescreen unrated version. Forsaken. Up on top is The Ferryman. This is a pretty cool New Zealand horror film. Pretty cool, actually. Oh. Frontiers, French film. Fear Inc. It's a cool horror comedy, pretty much like a. It's pretty much like a. I don't know what you call it. It's like a horror convention that goes all wrong. Or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Frailty. It's pretty cool. Good movie about demons and all that. Friday the 13th original. And then the remake. Whoa. If you're wondering where these sequels are, I have them in the box sets. There's Freddy vs. Jason. Just to have that off. See that in the F's. Goosebumps, the movie. I have not seen the movie yet. To the Goosebumps, but Goosebumps show is pretty cool. I have not seen the movie, so. And then the Goosebumps Part 2, which I think it might be better than the first one. Okay, Grudge. First one. Grudge 2. And 3. Don't have the 2020 version yet. Probably wouldn't be the greatest. But you never know. Ghost Ship. Never seen this movie. I don't remember now. I might watch this movie. Pretty much like a bunch of salvagers go into this abandoned ship. And then some crazy stuff starts happening. Alright. Hostel. Good one. And Hostel Part 2. And Hostel Part 3. That ended up with this shelf here. Oh, my sit down. So we got Hellfest. It's a pretty cool movie here. Pretty much like these kids go to this carnival and then they get killed off. I thought that was pretty cool. The Hills Have Eyes remake. That's a good one. And then the sequel, Holidays. It's an anthology on holidays, pretty much. Let me sit down. Whew. Alright, anyways. Hollow Man 1 and 2. Pretty cool take on The Invisible Man. Up on top is Child's Play and The Howling double feature pack. Got this just for The Howling. House of Salem, Wild Eye, The Hollow Child. Now I get into the Halloween films. Halloween, it's on 4K. I have my Anchor Bay DVD of that. I don't have most of the sequels. But what I do have is Halloween H2O and Resurrection and a double feature pack. And then the Halloween remake. And the unrated version. And the 2018 version of it on 4K. Then two sequels to it. So, yep. I've heard they're making a new one too. Making a TV series of Halloween. That'd be cool. High Plains Invaders. Sci-Fi Channel movie. House of Thousand Corpses. really good. If you're wondering where, you want to know where the other ones are, I have them in the multi-packs. The Hitcher remake, I don't have the original. Identity, I have not seen it yet. I Know Who Killed Me, yeah. It's like a horror version of Showgirls, pretty much. Yeah. But it's actually pretty cool. But if you like Showgirls, watch this movie. It's pretty cool, actually. Horror version of Showgirls, pretty much. But it's pretty good. Both movies are good, though. I Am Zozu. Cool. I used to not like this film, but I think my opinion changed on I Am Zozu. I actually think this movie is pretty cool. Bunch of kids mess with a Ouija board, summon the demon. Pretty much. The Invoking 2. I don't have the first one yet. I Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, if you're wondering where the first two are, they're in my multi-packs. Oh boy. Up on top is Jennifer. It's a Masters of Horror episode, which is really good, actually. Actually, not that bad for what it was. Insidious. It's a Blu-ray version, and I have the DVD right there. Insidious Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and The Last Key. I don't have the new one yet. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, yeah. That's where pretty much I'll stop. Don't care much for the third one. Don't even talk about those movies anymore because of the director. But the movies are pretty cool, actually. The Jurassic Dead from Wild Eye. Yep. Zombie dinosaurs, pretty much. Ju-on, the Japanese version of the Grudge, pretty much. Jaws 2, and Jaws 3. I don't have Jaws of Revenge yet, but probably wouldn't be the greatest. Joyride 1 and 2. Yeah. I have the first one, and its second one's a slipcover for some reason. I don't know why. But I do. Should have gotten that double pack that actually has Joyride 1 and 2 on there. But whatever, here are the discs. I don't know why it's in this Joyride 2 slipcover for some reason, but both movies are pretty cool. I still don't have Joyride 3, which is another good one, actually. What is that, hair? Whatever. Krampus, the Christmas Devil, the original one. And Krampus, the, I guess, sort of remake. The Killer Tattooist, I have not watched this one yet. Or, I did watch it, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, Killer Tattooist film. There's also another, Tattooist film, which is, The Tattooist, which is actually pretty cool, New Zealand horror film. Karma, this is a pretty cool sci-fi chill flick, which pretty much based on this this demon that goes after you based on your karma. So it's pretty cool. This guy pretty much has a job to evict people, but he doesn't want to do it. So a couple of deaths in the movie kind of remind me of Final Destination. Lured, this is a pretty cool found footage film. The other cover I think is actually better. So here's what the other cover looks like. And that's what the other cover of it looks like, though. So there you go. That's a pretty cool found footage film, actually, but the other cover's better. Leprechaun 4, Space, and Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Don't have the rest of the Leprechaun films, but I might get them in the multi-pack. Also up on top is Lovely Molly. Yes, I believe this is a ghost film, I believe. Dawn of the Dead with Land of the Dead. Just got it for Land of the Dead. Glass House on the Left original, don't have the remake. And then last one's out. It's a Shudder exclusive. Last of the Living and Play Dead. I have watched Last of the Living. It's pretty cool actually. Last Exorcism Part 2. Don't have the first one yet. Stephen King's Langoliers. It's classic. Like Placid 1 and 2. Yeah. Like Placid 2 is a Sci-Fi Channel flick. Little Shop of Horrors. It's original. And My Bloody Valentine special edition. So, why not? And My Bloody Valentine remake, Maggie. It's a pretty cool movie. Pretty much his daughter gets this virus. So yeah. Up on top is Monolith. This is a cool, pretty cool killer car film actually. I love this movie. Still love this movie actually. It's really cool. So I'm gonna try to go a little faster here. Midsummer, cool flick. I have not seen it. Lost Boys 2. Don't have the first or third one yet. Midnight Movie. Cool serial killer slasher film. Not serial killer, but it's actually more of a slasher. Pretty cool, actually. Monster. This is the one with the serial killer in it. The Messengers. It's a pretty cool take on the Amityville horror, kind of. And then Messengers Part 2. Scarecrow. Name for Evil. It's a cool movie from the 70s. Oculus. The Ouija Board 3. The Charlie Challenge. The Ouija Room. Open Water. Don't have the sequels. Paranormal Activity, the first one. And then Paranormal Activity Part 2. I have the third one. Here's my most recent ones I got. Paranormal Activity 3, Blu-ray for the horrors here. Amber Alert, I need to get around to watching that one. And The Unfamiliar. And one right there is Atomic Blonde. It's another non-horror film. But it might be pretty cool. Kind of more of an action film. Psycho 2. And the Psycho remake. I don't have the original Psycho, nor its sequels to it. Pathology, pretty cool movie actually. Takes place in the morgue and all that. Pretty much, they had to like do some dead bodies or something. I can't remember, but cool movie nonetheless. Piranha remake. And Piranha 3 Double D. Up on top is The School. Another movie I need to get around to watching. Prom Night and Ghoulies 4 double feature pack. Both classic movies. And then the Prom Night remake. Which I actually think is pretty good, unpopular opinion. I think this movie's pretty good. I don't care what anyone else says. Pet Sematary remake. I don't have the original. Planet Terror from Grindhouse. Pretty cool. Pulse. Don't have the sequels. Quarantine. Don't have the second one. Let's see. The Ring. Ring 2. Red Rage. Need to get around to watching. Reeker. Not too bad. I've not seen it though. Return. The Reaping. The Rage Carry 2. Yeah. I have the original ones and the remake, which you saw later on. Which you've seen on the in the seas. Robert Duvall double feature. If you're wondering where the third one is, it's in the multi-packs, which is in my multi-pack session. Right in this villains. This is kind of more of, I don't know what this is. It's like, I have not seen this one yet. Or I have watched it, but I might give it a rewatch. Up on top is another couple of horror films. Sea Beast and Signs. This is part 1 of my horror collection, maybe. Who knows? Rec 3, don't have the other ones yet. Resident Evil 1 and 2 and 3. Shaun of the Dead, good horror comedy. Seed, Stage Fright, Soul Survivors, The Skeleton Key, The Shallows, Stay Alive, Saw 1, 2, 3 unrated, 3 uncut version, Saw 4 unrated, Saw 5, 6, 7. If you're wondering where Jigsaw is, it's in the multi-packs. Or maybe I might do all my horror collection, why not? Scary Movie 5, I might have to take this out because it's tight right there. On top is Untraceable. Yeah, it's a serial killer film. The Last Sharknado, Survival of the Dead, See No Evil 1 and 2, Sweeney Todd, Stalled, Shudder Remake, Sublime. Right there it is. Sublime. The Slumber, The Scientist, Strangers, unrated. The Trees Have Eyes. It's kind of like The Hills Have Eyes a little bit, but in the woods. It's a zombie film, not only that. Turistas. Pretty cool movie, actually. Pretty much like these kids get mixed up with the wrong kind of people in Brazil, that's for sure. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, and then the remake. Don't have the other ones. Truth or Dare. This is the Sci-Fi Channel flick of Truth or Dare, which is actually really good. Much better than the Blumhouse version, that's for sure. Tremors 5. If you're wondering where Tremors is, it's in that attack pack, multi-pack session. Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror double feature. Good anthologies. Tales from the Crypt, the TV show. Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, I guess it might be part 2. That's it for part 1. I might do part 2 of this here, so. Yep, or I might just do it all in one. I might have to edit this, so. Yep, that's it. Hi everyone, this is Movie Boy Meister here, and this is going to be part 2 of my horror DVD collection, so this is a continuation of it. Like I said, I might edit this, who knows. Anyways, continue. Underworld 3, 4, and 5. If you're wondering where the second one is, it's in my multi-pack session. So yeah. Undistributable also goes by With a Vengeance. It's a major TV flick. Vacancy, the first one, really good. Vacancy Part 2, prequel. Vampire's Kiss. Voodoo Possession. VHS, it's an anthology. Up on top is Tower of Blood, which is actually a pretty cool, fun little slasher. It's actually not that bad. The Visit, The Ward, oh man, The Wicker Man remake, which it was okay. Might give that movie a watch sometime. White Noise and White Noise 2. The Wolfman remake. Wolf Creek, still need to get the second one. And what this is laying out is the Willies. This is like 80s. This is an anthology, I believe. It's like a 1980s kids film. What Lies Beneath. Wicked Little Things. After Dark Horror Fest. I forgot to mention Dark Ride's also from the After Dark Horror Fest. So I forgot to mention. Wrong Turn 3, and then the Wrong Turn remake. If you're wondering where the first 2 is, I have them in the box sets, in that 2-pack box set, so, yeah. We All Scream for Ice Cream. It's also from Masters of Horror. Masters of Horror, yeah. Willard, the remake, pretty good. Zombieland. And Zombieland Double Tap. So that's it for my horror collection. And that's it for the horror DVD collection. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I showed you all the horror films that I do have. And yeah, that's about it for the video. So, see you all.